Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Bonnie's Fruit, chapter 1101. We seen some crazy things and I have a lot of questions, so let's just talk about this. Not really a theory video, let's just talk about what we seen. So first things first, is it possible that the name of this fruit is not what we think it is? Or is the HH fruit just something that we downgraded simply from hearing the name of it? Because I am very surprised that this is the possible utilization of this fruit. Not only can she affect her age, but she can affect the future that comes with the age that she's turning into. We will get more into that. For the people that didn't see my 1101 chapter review, Bonney has the ability to, as far as we see, copy people's devil fruits. And I wouldn't say that specifically she copies people's devil fruits, but she has the ability to copy the abilities of certain people. Now, if that certain person, kind of like Nika, had his lineage factor taken from him and put into a devil fruit, that's as far as I believe how devil fruits are made. If his lineage factor was taken from him, put into a devil fruit, and that devil fruit became the human no me model Nika, and she said, give me a distorted future model Nika, and she was able to use the abilities of Nika from a short description that she got from Kuma. She got the description from Kuma, and when she was trying to stop Alpha from pursuing her, she punched her with a gear third punch, which is a Nika ability, but it is also the ability of Luffy because that's his fruit. So does that mean if a certain person that had their lineage factor taken from them and put into a fruit, like for example, if Kaido right now had his lineage factor taken from him and put into a fruit, that fruit, if someone else ate it, would have the abilities of Kaido. But if Bonney just said, give me a Kaido-like future, what would happen? What is the restrictions and how far does this distorted future ability go? Because if she can just copy anything, then her fruit might be the most OP in the show, right there with my boy Law's fruit. Now, I believe that I don't think she can copy like Logia-based abilities or, you know, things that affect something that isn't her body. I feel that maybe only she can affect like maybe herself from like Zoan abilities or Paramecian abilities. Because if she had the ability to copy Logia fruits, Bonnie's the most OP 9-year-old, literal 12-year-old in the show, literally. From what we see is a description of the individual, and she can distort her future to become that person. Also, she kind of pulls like a Gon effect, and she becomes the right age and the right physique needed in order to copy this person that she's trying to copy. Because she didn't copy Nika and stay the age she is. She aged up to like a maturity that's needed in order to copy the future that she's trying to distort. And then she became that. So kind of like a Gon thing. She became however strong she needed to be in order to get the outcome that she's looking for. So my question is how far does this go? You know, what exactly does she need in order to copy the abilities that she's looking for? Does she only need to see you do it? Does she need to only have a description of it? Because so far, I mean, she has a description of it. She didn't need to see it. All Kuma gave her was Nika was rubbery. No one else really knows anything else. She asked for a Nika future and she got his abilities. Now, was it only that she was able to make her body rubbery and she, you know, matured and she was able to have rubbery arms? Or did she get the full abilities of the Gomu Gomu no Mi in her fruit and she became a rubber woman, at least temporarily? And my question is does she have the same limits, kind of how, you know, the Gear 4th form worked with Luffy? Can she only do this for a certain amount of time? Like, is this a gear thing where she can only do this for maybe 15 minutes like Luffy and then she goes back to normal? Because when we first saw Bonney after Wano, when she met up with Luffy, she was in her kid form. So maybe this is kind of like a form thing, you know, kind of like she powers up for a little bit, but she can't stay in that form forever. And then she kind of bots back down into her kid form. So this is kind of crazy, Bonney. Bonney has the ability to copy the abilities of people, giving her the kind of the abilities to copy fruits. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because this is something that we need more context and more information on. Right now, Bonney stocks and the Bonney fruit stocks has just skyrocketed. Now, my question is, why didn't she use any of this during Egghead? Why didn't she distort her future when Saturn got a hold of her? Why didn't she, you know, I'm sure she had plenty of time in order to make use of this. So maybe when we go back to Egghead, this is where we'll actually see this, because she's had plenty of time to work on her fruit, master the fruit, even awaken it. And I believe the awakening, maybe her awakening is what we saw, where she's able to distort the future of other people and, you know, kind of weaken them down. That might be the awakening. But I feel like if she had all this time to work on her fruit and she was able to turn into Nika before she even went out on her journey with little to no combat training at all, imagine what she could do now after 3 years. Bonney might have to go in, like, I'm not gonna say top 10. Top 10 is crazy. But Bonney, wherever you had her in your top 50, top 100, top One Piece characters, after this chapter, she has to go up, bro. Because she's OP, bruh.